comes onto the knee. Now the challenge here is to sit upright. When you're in position, it's very easy to be like this. Yeah? So you have to squeeze the forearm and shin together, lift the collarbones, lift the chest, and do your best to sit up so you're not slouched. If you have a block and it helps, you can sit up on the block, under both sit bones. Okay? Pawan Mukta. There we get on. Okay. Just make sure that right leg here, the heel is in line with the foot. Don't be too close to the other knee. There's a little bit of gap, it gives you better base. So you can squeeze the shin and thigh together, or the shin and calf together, and lift the chest. So Siobhan, if you can, just use your left arm to hug the shin and the knee, and the right hand to come onto that other knee. Yeah, now lift the chest. Then from here, you straighten that right leg out, and you lie back on the elbows. And again, this might be as far as some of you get, that's fine, stay here. If you can, you come onto your back. And then you bend the other knee, place the right foot on the floor. So you level the pelvis. You have a couple of options. If you can't go all the way back, just sit up. Or back on the elbows. There should be no pain in the knee. You should feel deep stretch in the top of the thigh. At least the top of the thigh. Good. Your knees slightly off the floor, try to press the top of the shin down towards the floor. Alright. Then straighten the leg. Come back up onto the elbows. And you're going to roll away from that left leg to slowly straighten the leg straight out. Yeah? Hold the leg straight. Start in Danda. Then we'll take the other leg back. Roll the calf out and back towards the heel. Sitting up. And the other knee bends. Wrap around. So you can sit up a little bit at first as you wrap the forearm around the shin and then sit down back into the hips. Squeeze the forearm and shin together. It's that marma that activates the small intestine, the agni. Center of the forearm, center of the shin. Now lift the collarbones, lift the chest. Lengthen up through the crown of the head. Long, slow exhalation. Keep the face passive, jaw relaxed. And we release the left leg as you come back on the elbows. You can stay there. From there you can move towards the floor. And from the floor, the knee can bend, place the foot on the floor. So try to press that right shin into the floor. The pelvis level on the floor, take a little more weight on that right hip. you're exhaling, let that right groin, right buttock, like it's sinking, releasing, like air being released out of a balloon. And you're going to straighten left leg out, come back up onto your elbows. From the elbows, push up. Lean away from the bent knee. Use your hand on the ankle. So this way I like to make sure I don't torque the knee. And I just slowly straighten it out. Sit in down. Asana. Legs firm. Open the back of the knee to the floor. Draw the tops of the feet towards you. Purse the lips as you look up, inhale. Hold the breath in as you look up. Then exhale, take the chin in. Hold the grip. Lift your head, inhale. And exhale. And you're going to make your way onto the belly. Come onto that left forearm for Asana. So left forearm in line with the front of the mat. Bend the right knee, you take the right hand back. So you get the thumb right on top of the base of the big toe. And at least start there because that's the position you need to turn your wrist. So then you bring the foot towards you a little bit. Turning on the wrist, fingers facing the top of your mat. Press the heel towards the outside of the hip. Push into the forearm to lift the chest. Square the waist and the shoulders. You can turn your wrist. Do your best to bring the heel towards you a little bit. Long, slow exhalation. Push away from that elbow on the floor. Don't drop the chest. And release the foot, change the arms. Thumb, base of the thumb to the base of the big toe. As you bring the heel towards you, turn on the wrist. Press the heel towards the outside of the hip. Push away from the elbow and forearm on the floor. Square the shoulders. Press the pubic bone into the floor. And then release. Now, if you're only doing one leg, you just do one switch and keep going. Do the right and then the left. Those that can do both legs, I want to try it. Forehead on the floor, bend both knees. Take the thumbs to the inside of the big toe mound. As you pull the feet in, turn on the wrist, push down and lift up. You're not going to get very high. Don't force the knee to do something you can't. You just go back to the last one. Alright, and then coming down. We do Urdhva Mukha Svanasana between the next one. So hands back below the ribs, below the nipple line. Peel yourself to upward dog. Drag the hip forward a little. On the tops of the feet. Now push down, lift the side chest. Take the chin up. Move the back of the spine into the body. Then bend your elbows to come back onto your belly. Down your asana. Bending your knees. Hold the ankles. Now keep your head on the floor for a moment. Relax the shoulder. If you watch my shoulders, don't do this. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Instead, lift your feet, lift your thighs, and then lift your chest and your head. Try not to pull with the shoulders like this. Shoulders relax forward. Keep lifting the feet up. up and press them back as well. Let it stay on the belly. Take the gaze up, take the gaze up, 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 up. Chin up. One more breath. And exhale. Well done. Upward dog, hands back below the nipple line. You can push off your toes as you lift up. Move that dorsal spine into the body. Push the floor away. Shoot the legs back behind you like arrows shooting out of your hips. Now you're going to drop your knees and lift your belly away from the floor. Take your knees forward one at a time. Come up onto your knees. And we'll finish the back bend sequence with Uttanasana. So, yesterday you had the first option. Simplest is to keep the thumbs against the chest and then lift the side chest, lift the back ribs up as you start to lean back. That might be as far as you get, that's fine. Those that can take the hands behind. Reverse Namaste or Paschima Namaskar. Now, so either hands in front in prayer or behind in prayer. Find the top of your shin bones. So if you lean forward enough, you'll come onto your kneecap, it's quite obvious. Then you come slightly back, so you're right on the top of the shin bone. Press down through the top of the shin, lift the side chest. Keep the sacrum moving forward. Try to stay on the top of the shin as you go back. Lift out of the side chest, chin back. See where you get to. Stay on the top of the shin. Stay on the top of the shin. One more breath. And slowly coming up. Good, pause there. And then we place the hands. Take your thumbs to the sacrum. So your fingers are toward the side of the hip, thumbs on the sacrum. It's reminding that sacrum to go forward. Start on the top of the shin again. Keep the weight on the top of the shin as you start to move the hips forward, sacrum forward a little. Lift the side chest, lift out of the back ribs. Start to lean back, keep lifting the side chest, back ribs as you go back. And then hands can go back on the heels, push away from the heels. Open the side chest even more. Extend your chin back. Inhale, bring it right up into the collarbones, right into your side chest. Couple more breaths. Looking good. Keep your weight on the top of the shin. One more breath. Then push up both hands equally. Inhale, slowly up. And then with your knees together, feet together, pointing straight back. Just sit on your heels for a moment. Let your waist relax slightly backwards. And then moving yourself towards child's pose. So again, you can stack your fist if you need a bit of lift. But keep the hip down as you curl the head in. Keep the ribs in contact with the thighs. Arms by your sides, palms up, and curl the head in. So make sure the hip is taking weight down into the heels, and that helps release the back. And use your breath, inflate the kidneys, the back waist, the back ribs. As you exhale, relax more onto the front of the body, relax the ribs on the thighs. Hips onto the heels. Let the torso sink down. When you're ready, Steady, hands under the shoulders, slowly sitting up. You're going to come into Sankatasana, so taking your right leg on top, left heel outside the right hip, right heel moving towards the outside of the left. So I like to squeeze the thighs together. Pin the top of the foot with the heel of the hand. Shoulders, take them over the hips. Let the top leg get heavy on the bottom leg, so press the top leg down into the bottom leg. Lengthen up through the base of the skull. Then inhaling. As you curl the hairline in, take the waist back, elbows out, hairline towards the knee. As you're exhaling, let that top hip, so that right thigh, right hip, release down. The head easily makes it to the knee. Take the chin slightly forward without coming off your base, without lifting off the tail. And exhaling fully as you come up slowly, inhale. Keeping the legs in position, you're going to turn this into a twist. So take your right hand back in line with the sacrum, on the fingertips. Left arm in front, use the forearm, whatever connects with the thigh, forearm and wrist. End at the wrist and turning the waist back. Keep the head forward. Roll across the collarbones, lift the chest, turn the waist. Use your exhale, your empty to turn. One more breath. Slowly inhale. And exhale. Changing the leg across. Squeeze the thighs together. Sitting up. Pin the feet with the hands. And to the base of the skull up as the chin draws in. Feel the weight sinking down equally through the hips, particularly that top hip, left hip. Take a breath in. As you exhale, curl the hairline forwards, waist back, elbows wide. Maybe take the chin slightly forward without coming off the base. Fill the kidney band, the back waist with the inhale. Follow the navel back as you exhale. And exhaling fully. Slowly to sit up, inhale. twisting to your left. So take the right arm outside the knee in front. Left hand behind you in line with the sacrum. Keep the head looking forward. Inhale, lift and broaden the collarbones. Exhale, turn the waist and the ribs back. Pull the navel back on the exhale. One more breath. Inhale slowly to the front. Exhale, release the legs down in front. Dandasana, hands down beside the hips. Draw the tops of the feet back towards you. Keep the legs firm as you take the arms up. Inhale. Reach beyond the feet. Hands over the tops of the feet. Paschimottanasana. Release the hairline down. Elbows wide. Can't reach the feet, just to the shins, wherever you can go. Now again, draw the inhale into the back waist, back of the hip. As you exhale, follow the navel back, keeping the legs firm. See if you can find the Uddiyana. If you get the Uddiyana correctly in Paschima, then the shoulders no longer get pushy, start pulling you into position. And you start folding from the waist. Couple more. Exhaling fully. Inhale to sit up. Exhale, hands behind you. Point your toes. If you need to, you can bend your knees. Then lifting your hips up as you stretch the toes down, lift the sacrum up. Keep the shoulders relaxing forward as you take your head back. Extend your chin back. Lift up from behind the navel. Purvottanasana. Feet together, point the toes down. Couple more. Keep lifting from behind the navel as you inhale. Relax the head back. One more breath. And slowly inhale the head forward. Exhale the hips down. Well done. All right. So now, with the time we have left, I want to work with the breath that we did yesterday, and also bring in a couple of other things and come back to the hand fiddly things. Yeah, the hand. So, you're going to sit in Sukhasana, or what's today? Sunday. So left leg will come in first for half or full Padmasana. So if you're doing half, you take the left leg in and you put the right foot underneath the left knee. We're going to be sitting for a little while, so if Sukhasana is more comfortable, then sit in Sukhasana. If you have a blanket or a block to sit on, you can sit on that, because we'll be here a little while. You can take full Padma, assuming you can stay in it for a little while. Okay. You got your seat, Sukhasana, half Padma, or full Padmasana. So we'll do the Kaki breath again. I'll just do 3 of the simple ones. You just inhale, exhale forward, come up on the empty, inhale, exhale forward, and then I'll add the retention. Retention on the inhale and retention on the exhale. Okay? Don't hold too long. I'm counting 3 in my head. If that's too long for you, then you just go a little bit quicker. Alright, so if you're in Padma, the hands are like so. If you're in Sukha, your hands are like so. We take a breath in through the nose, exhale fully. Head back, inhale. And the elbows back. Exhale.
Same exhale takes you back up. You're empty.
Navel back, head back, inhale. Exhale takes you forward.
Same exhale takes you back up.
At the top, you're empty, navel back. Head back one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Empty, head back, inhale. Now we do the retention. Chin in on the inhale, hold it. Exhale forward.
Coming up on the same exhale.
On the empty, the chin goes in again. Hold the breath out. Head back up to inhale. Hold it in, chin in. Forward on the exhale.
Same exhale brings you back up.
Uddiyana, chin in, empty. Head up to inhale. Chin in, hold it in. Forward exhale. Same exhale brings you up, chin in, empty. One more. Head up, inhale. Hold it in. Exhale. Chin in, empty, arms straight. And lift the head just neutral, inhale through the nose. Falling forward, yoga mudrasana, hold the right wrist with the left hand.
Keep breathing slow, steady.
Keep the jaw relaxed, keep the tongue in position. Stay down.
And slowly coming up, inhale.
Exhale, release your palms onto the tops of your thighs and the tops of your feet. So I want you to watch first and then we'll do it together. It's a simple movement with the arms, but there's specifics to it. As I inhale, I bend from the wrist and go out. I follow the hand with my gaze. Down the side of the body, not in the center, in the side, right side. An empty exhale. I inhale. And I exhale. Okay? So it's simple enough, but you have to make the movement, map the breath, right? So palms up. Sit on the center. Chin slightly in, lengthen the base of the skull. Exhaling fully. Right hand first. Look to the right hand. Bend the wrist out as you inhale. Palm up. Follow the hand up. Start to exhale as the hand comes down. Gently, like pressing down a pillow of air down the right side all the way towards the thigh. Palm up, you're empty. Turn the head gently to the other side. Inhale. Down the left side. Exhale, empty. Alright, pause for a second. So when you take the arm up, there's no turning of the torso. Right? Some of you, when you take your arm up and you're kind of looking up from here. Yeah? Don't turn the trunk. It's literally out to the side, up, and straight down. There's no turn of my waist. The navel should be facing straight ahead. Okay? Some of you were turning when you were coming down. Alright, let's try again. So palms up. Exhale fully. Look to the right hand. Bend the wrist. Don't turn the waist. Inhale the palm up. Exhale as the hand comes down. Look to the left wrist. Or sorry, left wrist. Arm out. Inhale. Exhale down the right, your left side, sorry. So the right. Inhale. Exhale. To the left. Inhale. Exhale. One more set. To the right. Inhale. Exhale. To the left. Inhale. Exhale. And one more at your own rhythm.